So guys and girls, the other day this turned up at my doorstep, a clone of the upcoming Galaxy S8 before the original one is even released. Without further ado, let's take a closer look. To begin with, the packaging and presentation of this is one of the best I've ever seen on a fake in my life. The box is made of a really high quality matte finish material, exactly as you'd expect the original to be. The letters have been engraved onto the packaging in this quite nice metallic finish in a very similar vein to the way the S7 was presented. And on the back we have the real specifications of the Galaxy S8, or at least what we're expecting them to be right now. It even tells you on the front that it's got 64 gigs of storage. It's just lies everywhere. But all in all, this is really convincing packaging, and if you follow me on my Instagram, hint hint, then I think you might have already been fooled a little bit by this. So without further ado, let's get into opening the box itself. So we've actually got a nice little magnet, a nice touch, and opening it up inside we can see that for some reason the phone is encased in bubble wrap, and the first thing I notice is that it's really heavy. We've got a slightly strange shaped insert, a screen protector, which I don't know why you'd possibly want that on a $75 clone, and also an instruction manual. We've then got a micro USB cable, some pretty decent looking earphones, and a little pin to eject the SIM tray. So moving on to the phone, the first thing you're going to notice is just how heavy it is. This is one dense piece of kit. For some strange reason it has a Batman sticker on the back. If it's a joke, I don't really get it. But speaking of the back, the material it's made of is actually rather nice. It is entirely plastic, but it feels pretty strong. There's no creaking, it doesn't really attract too many fingerprints, and it feels high quality. It doesn't feel like it's going to break anytime soon. We've also got a nice camera on there, surprisingly responsive considering this is a clone phone and its starting price. In fact, I'd go as far to say that whilst there aren't actually two cameras on here, only one of them works, this is one of the best cameras I've seen on a phone at this price. It's got a fast focusing time, fast shutter time, and also captures quite a lot of light and quite a lot of detail. Considering how bad these clone phones can get when it comes to their camera and software, I was surprisingly impressed. So unfortunately, moving to the front of the phone, this doesn't really have the bezel-less look which the S8 is hopefully going to end up having, and it's instead stuck with something that's more reminiscent of the S7. We've got a 720p display, which is pretty colourful and decently sharp too, but what really surprised me was the software. So they've pretty much recreated the entire TouchWiz, and considering the specifications this phone is running on, 1GB of RAM and an MT6580, the entire thing is an incredibly smooth operation. They've even got these sort of sidebar gestures built in, multitasking is a breeze, and just flicking through the menus there's absolutely zero lag whatsoever. It kind of feels like a finished product, unlike a lot of these clone phones normally do. At just over 9mm thick, weighing in at nearly 200 grams, this is a behemoth of a smartphone. It doesn't truly represent what the S8 will look like, but in terms of the way it was packaged, presented, I have to say 10 out of 10 here. With that being said, I really hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, be sure to smash that subscribe button, it would really help me out. I'm Mrwhosetheboss, and I'm signing out.